Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and today we're going to have a look at the top 5 best co-op games on the Nintendo Switch, even though it's not been out very long. But Alex, I hear you cry, how are you going to do a video about co-op games by yourself? Well, I'm not. So please welcome, not for the first time, my delightful assistant, Sasha, who's mostly out of shot right now. So even though you're mainly out of shot, we're going to sort that out in a minute. How are you feeling? You looking forward to all this?
Yeah.
We're going to look at the top 5 co-op games on the Switch. Let's go. Little Inferno. Now this is an interesting one because although it's great fun, it only really deserves to be a number 5 on our list in my opinion, simply because, well, let's just buy it and show you. It's great fun, but at the same time it doesn't change things much when you're playing it co-op, and it is still just a fire simulator in many ways. You've played this on the Wii U version, haven't you? You haven't really played the Switch version, though.
No, I've not played any Switch, but I have on the Wii U.
But it's basically the same thing, isn't it? So we got to... You just set things on fire. And I think it's fun just because you can grab things whilst they're on fire, which, you know, you can sort of do it. Come on, let's get this thing arriving. You can sort of do it. It's nice, so if I'm holding it like this, I can actually spin it around and stuff like that. So there's something you couldn't do before. And again, it's just very cathartic to just go through. What should we get? Should we get the moon? Let's get the moon.
I want also bunny. It's almost Easter. Have a bunny.
It is almost
and
Easter. Let's have a money. Let's have a bunny.
Have money.
Have a money. Also, you've just dated this video. How could you? People will be watching this months from now and be like, "It's not near Easter," and they're going to leave me a negative comment. So I hope you're happy. But yeah, it's just great fun, and you got the moon flying around.
Gravity.
You got rabbits on fire. It doesn't change things up massively, so that's why it's only number 5, as I've said previously. But nevertheless, we think, you know, this is the first time you've ever been able to play Little Inferno co-op, and I think it's great fun. Moving on. We're back in with Blaster Master Zero. Now, a lot of you may be thinking, how can this game only be at number 4? And it is a fantastic game, and if we were, you know, going on its single-player merits, it would be much higher indeed. But the only thing is, we haven't played too much of the co-op, but what we have played has been a lot of fun, but we feel that the co-op would get a little bit tired over time, because the basic premise is you've got one person driving around, which is Sasha right now.
Yep.
And the reason we're doing it that way rather than me, even though I'm a little bit more experienced, and I don't think you'd disagree with that, would you, darling?
No. Not in the slightest.
And that's because, in a way, personally, I think that the best way to have the co-op like this is to introduce new players into the game, because it's a little bit like a handicap mode. It's still a lot of fun if you just want to go around with 2 people. But for Sasha, I don't think you'd be able to get nearly... I mean, you're not very far at all on this save file, have you? Because we don't want to go show you too far into the game.
Yeah,
but I don't think you'd be as far as you are without my help in as short a time as you are.
No.
No offence, but that's just the way things are.
Yeah.
And so basically the entire premise is you have this additional cursor, a little bit like a Super Mario Galaxy, and you're shooting the enemies for the other player, only it's a lot more useful. And also you can do much more interesting things once we kill that guy. For example, whoa! If you stay there, I can show you. I can actually spawn some health for you right there, because if you see the little the quarters around the crosshair, I can do another one, and by killing a certain number of enemies I get to spawn health, and that's really, really useful. Another thing that makes this much more of a sort of a handicap mode, if you see what I mean. And it continues in here, and you can continue to shoot, and when you're in here, if we can get enough, I've just got enough like that. How about that?
Nope,
if you stay still, I can show you what else we can spawn. I can spawn your little weapon upgrade, so you can get better weapons. So that's handy dandy. Yeah, it's just a shame that it's not a little bit more balanced for co-op. But apart from that, really good fun. Would you agree? You haven't really said much.
No, I haven't.
Would you agree?
Yes, I think it's pretty fun. And it's good for introducing, because I would probably die many, many times if I didn't have your help with the health drops and things.
Well, I'm glad to be of help.
Yes.
But let's see what's at number 3. And now we move on to World of Goo. Now, this is a very old game, even older than, you know, Little Inferno. I haven't done this one yet, so why don't we jump in with that one? Again, you've not really played this game, have you?
No, I've played like couple of levels, but not many. But it looks fun. And these ones are green. Why are these ones green?
These ones can be
Also, where's
reused.
my cursor?
Your cursor. Where is your cursor?
It's here. It's
Oh,
small.
there it is. It's smaller. Yeah, that's because you're player 2. So yeah, this is once again not an even game. Although it's still pretty even. I mean, it's just.
It's quite even. You just got to talk a bit more.
It is
and
extremely
describe what
even.
you're actually doing.
Yeah, and you've got to, because we're not right now because we're having to talk about the game. But you know, sort of, if you were to do this properly, you would talk about just such things. Now we've got to try and. Oh no, that happens all the time. I think there is actually more of a technique to this, which some people may be screaming at us because we're not doing.
Nope.
Yeah. Were you saying nope in regards to the game, or just, you know, sort of nope? There's no better way to do it. We are masters of this game.
No, more people are probably screaming at us because we're not doing it in a very logical way. We're kind of just.
We are, but I think just, you know, sort of mucking around is half the fun of this game. And it is fun to muck around. And you stop taking the ones that are already structurally integral. And then when we get up here, it starts to be. We start to get sort of caught up, and then I think we can go back down here. So in case it's not clear, I've got control over the camera, as it were. Sasha, you can't control the camera, can you?
No, I have to just rely on you.
We love you anyway.
Yeah, maybe we don't love you for that, though.
It's all gone wrong, but I think with more communication when you're not actually doing a video, it's good fun. We've had quite a bit of fun with this, haven't we? How many Goo Balls would you give this out of 19?
15?
15 Goo Balls out of 19. You heard it here first. Number 2. I'm afraid it's only number 2, but it is the excellent Shovel Knight. Now, I already love this game to pieces, but I'd never, ever played the co-op until I played with you, and we've already had so much fun with it, haven't we? So shall we? Yeah. Let's jump right into the Lich Field, because we haven't played much of it yet. Shall I control it? Because I know where the Lich Yard is. Yeah. I also got it the Lich Field, so it just shows how much I know. But if you haven't played it, it's just like playing through single player. You got one player.
Also, I'm playing the girl Shovel Knight.
You are playing as the girl Shovel Knight. Can you tell the difference? It really is incredibly minimal. Smaller horns. That's about it. It basically just plays like the single player, and it's very even, actually, isn't it? If player 2 gets to the edge of the screen, player 1 will still warp and all that. So it's not like, you know, it's not like Blaster Master 0 in the sense that, you know, sort of one player is lesser than the other. I think player 1 has more options in regards to the options menu, but apart from that, you know, it really is very, very equal, and I think that's why it's so much fun. And again, much like, you know, sort of Blaster Master 0, it's a good way to help people into the game, because, I mean, you've only really played Shovel Knight properly with me, haven't you?
Yes, I played it a little bit on my own on the Wii U.
Yeah.
But it is much easier. I have struggled quite a bit.
It's a tough game. And, yeah.
Especially with the bosses. Oh, like this guy.
It's only a mini-boss. We can take him out. He's crumbled because he's such an idiot. He jumped too hard and he died. Well, he didn't die, he just sort of crumbled. But it's great fun. It's really nice to be able to share the experience with someone else. And as you say, it makes it easier. Any final thoughts on Shovel Knight co-op?
I'm looking forward to playing more of it.
Well,
that's for sure.
that should be, you know, sort of that's accolade enough. But what could possibly be in number 1? Well, you've probably worked it out already, because there's one very big co-op game that we haven't even so much as given a whiff to. So let's go and check it out. What else could it be? Snipperclips. Now, I don't know about you, darling. Actually, I do. You love Snipperclips, don't you?
I do. It's really fun.
But do you love it as much as me? Oh, that Joy-Con isn't connected. Connect that. I tell you, we'll be right back. Oh, I love this game so much. I couldn't think of anything better for number 1. Whee! And I think one of the really enjoyable things is that it's just totally new. Go on, you can. No, because you got to press this. What does that even do? Oh, that rises that thing up. Yeah. So okay, so I've got to get you up there.
Whee!
There we go. So if you go down, can you coerce the fish in? I know you're not the right shape. Also, I shouldn't really be raising that up.
No.
But if you can coerce those fishies
Go
along.
over. Now raise up. Go.
Correctly. Oh my, are we going to be able to do the whole thing? Because that would be super duper. You push them over. Whoa, no, you gotta crouch down. Push them.
I just love their facial expressions. They're brilliant.
Are we gonna do the whole thing?
Oh, well,
That's excellent. But no, I love Snipperclips so much. It's just so much fun.
And they're so adorable. And they make
are.
silly faces, especially when you crouch. Evil crouchy face.
But it's so much a multiplayer game, a co-op game more than anything, and it just isn't the same single player, is it? So there's nothing else that could come close to number one in my opinion. Shovel Knight is great, but Shovel Knight is great single player. Snipperclips is nowhere near as much fun single player, so that's why I think it deserves number one, and I don't think anyone's surprised by that feature. But there's not just co-op, is there? There's also counter-operative modes, also known as competitive. And there you have it, the top 5 best co-op games on the Nintendo Switch right now. And there aren't that many, so there wasn't an awful lot to choose from. But they are great games still, and they have every reason to be on this list. Would you agree?
Definitely.
Definitely. But do you agree with this list or not? Let us know by leaving a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Sasha, for coming along and helping me. It's been tremendous help, and it's always better for a co-op session. It's better to have actual
two people.
Yeah.
Or more.
Or more, yeah. Snipperclips, 4-player co-op. Still haven't had a go at that yet, but I'm sure it's marvellous. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you cut it out together with that subscribe button, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.